Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. I appreciate you coming today. I really do. Look forward to seeing everyone. I think we have such a great group, and welcome, as one of my favorite bands say, welcome to the jungle, because today we are doing some crazy stuff. The Dow is currently down 613 points, down 1.9%. The NASDAQ is down 340 points, down 2.5%. And the S&P is down 97 points, down 2.54%. So this is crazy day. No doubt about it. It's crazy day. As you know, this is the final hour of the trading day. It's my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions, because at the end of the day, the large financial institutions come on in, take the control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms. And in the long run, I believe it is smart money to follow what they are doing. Not every day, but in the aggregate, in the long run. It will be very interesting to see what happens today at the end of the day. If this selling will continue, or if there will be a bounce, I don't know, and I don't even try to figure it out. Just wait till the end of the day and see what happens. We have big earnings today as well. Here it is. Apple, Tesla, Facebook, big earnings after the bell. This should be very interesting. So anyway, listen, here's the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about my current positions, why I bought them, or when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. I did have one little day trade today on VIX that worked out really well. I'll show you that. After that, we're going to go over and take a look at your current positions that are over on the board. A lot of red over there. I do see one offhand that's green, so good for that. After that, we're going to talk a little bit about trader psychology. Important day to talk about trader psychology on a day like today, because you metaphorically, if you're long, got punched in the face today, and that evokes emotions. And how you're going to end up as a trader in the long run depends on how you react with your emotions on days like today. Does that make sense? How you handle yourself today is going to make a big difference in the coming weeks and months, most likely. My advice would be to stick with your plan. Don't get emotional. Take a day off if you have to. I don't want you to be tempted to do something to try to get back at the market, because that never works. I can promise you from personal experience. All right. I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner, and I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First requirement, I need a confluence or combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Number 2, I need to have a good risk to reward based upon strong support below me and strong and likely resistance above me. And the ratio has to be 2 to 1. I have to be able to make at least 2 times compared to what I am losing. Number 3, please always take a minute before you hit that buy button whenever you're going to buy something and think, do I really need this? Is this really a good setup? Do I already have other companies that are in this same sector? How much account heat do I have? Do I really need to add more on? Am I getting greedy, right? Just have a little talk with yourself every day about, do you really need that next current position? Is it just a habit? What is it? All right. And then also, please, position size based upon volatility. Volatility has picked up huge lately, especially today. And therefore, your position size should be smaller if, in fact, you are going to take a position today. All right, so I have some candidates. I'm going to go through those at the end of the day as we get closer to the close. I'm going to go through them with a fine-tooth comb, try to see if I can pick out the very best one that qualifies for all my 3 requirements. If I do find something at the end of the day, I will go ahead and purchase it right before the close. After the market closes, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any stock symbols that you'd like to get my opinion on, please let me know. Put them in the chat. Put an asterisk or emoji by it so I know it's time sensitive. And then lastly, if you have any new positions for me today, if you have any new entries or exits, if you could please be so kind to just wait till the end of the day. So I am done trading. I'm done teaching. The market's closed, pressure's off, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get those all taken care of correctly. Okay, so that's the plan for today. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I will be back in 40 seconds. Thanks. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who is here today. Lova is here. Buddy, thank you so much for that nice email. I appreciate that. You're a very kind person and really nice to have you here. And thanks again for that. Kamal, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Kamal and I chat all day long, and we muse about the market and possibly look at some entries and this and that. But I appreciate your friendship, Kamal, and I appreciate the results of your scanner every day. I'm sure everyone does. Dan says, because of Greg's teaching, I didn't buy ARKK yesterday. This morning, I traded it on the 5-minute, under 30, over 30, sloppy V1. After 25 minutes, after market opened, I sold positive 1%. Thank you, Greg. Oh, nice, Dan. I am glad to hear that. Hi to the Gossets. Hello. Pat is here. Hey, Pat. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything's going well with your training. We need to have one of our follow-up calls soon. But thanks for coming today. Steve Burns, good to see you, bud. Always nice to have you here, Steve. Always an honor. Always a privilege. You know that. You know we all feel that. So thank you so much for coming. Steve says GME and AMC chart short squeezes are one for the ages. I know. I can hardly even believe it. I mean, Kamal and I were talking about this. It's like we're in some alternative reality. Look at this. Look at this. This was a $15 stock a month ago, and now it's $344. My gosh, man, I really feel bad for these shorts. I honestly do. This is mind numbing. What else did you have on there? Oh, AMC. Is that right? Ah, what happened here? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this one. Bob was in this one. Up 260. This is insane. This is literally insane. I don't, Steve, you probably remember this trading back in the 90s, but remember when we had the not Facebook, but we had the Yahoo channels, the little chat groups? I remember something very, very similar to this back then, where groups like wolves would just go in and run stocks up. But if you remember correctly how it all ended poorly for everyone that was on the long side. So I'm not saying that's going to happen now, but who knows? Frank is here. Dan, I was in the same trade. Oh, very nice. Steve says, my VIX 1030 EMA crossover is flashing a sell short signal for SPY. Yes, Kamal and I were just talking about that, Steve. I said Steve will be revving up his weekly puts on the SPY because of the 1030 EMA cross. Good, good. Gary says, hello, Greg and group. Yep, and Gary and I were discussing it also. Dan says, good to see you, Gary. Dan says, Frank, I bet you got more than 1%. I want to grow to leave a little to run. Ah, I see. Frank says, hello, Greg and group. Today's poem inspired by GameStop. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Jatson says, good afternoon, sir. Hello, Jatson. Good to see you. This market is disconnecting bad earnings from all the three. Yes. David is here. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well, sir. Frank says, Dan, Kathy Wood, who runs ARK, is amazing. Love says, you're welcome. This message is held for review. I better read it first. Okay, I guess I better hide that one. Sorry, I don't want those kind of messages here. Gary says, GME, that's what happened when you're allowed 140% of the float to short. Johnson, hey, buddy, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Okay, this is going to be good. Well, you all know this poem is going to be good because it's about GME. So let me paste this up here. Okay, this is going to be good. If we measured stocks with a lie detector, it would be clear why every position needs a protector. Stocks can lead us to false conclusions. Never buy into the market delusion. It's perfect, Frank. I mean, it's spot on for exactly what's going on today. Delusion's the key word. If we measure stocks with a lie detector, it would be clear why every position needs a protector. Stocks can lead us to false conclusions. Never buy into the market delusion. How is that, everybody? Is that good stuff? That'll be a good one when I post it. People are going to like that one. All right, well, let's get to it. Okay, so David, Gary, and Johan and I did buy Checkpoint software back here on the 21st of January. We bought it at 129.48. V1 reversal to the downside, followed right up with the positive movement over all moving averages. We bought it at 129.48. Big day today. You can see I did hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profit targets, which I'm really glad. And I got one right here. The high of the day was 137.49. I got out at 137.46. So I was lucky to get that top one. You know, with this volatility coming into the market here and lots of selling coming into this area, I'm just very grateful to have a nice positive trade today considering. So I got out of basically 50%, but I'm going to go ahead and just take this off. We rejected the previous day's high. I'm glad that, it's up today, so it has good relative strength. But there was a lot of selling that came in here, at least up until now there was, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just book this profit. Seems like the market's changing, so I'll wait till the end of the day, but I'm just going to take profits on this one. Coca-Cola. Well, all right. So I did buy Coca-Cola at 48.52 with the bounce near the 200 and rejection of the 30. Kind of moved sideways, had a nice up day yesterday. Right now I'm back at break even, but because I did take profit targets, I'm still positive on the trade. I am going to just see this trade through, however, and just wait for a close below the 200-day moving average as I planned when I first got into it. I like that it held the 200 today. It might lose it tomorrow. That's okay, but I just want to play this one out correctly. Pfizer. All right, so Frank has a half position. Johan, Gary, Yas, and myself. We did buy Pfizer. Where did we buy Pfizer? Oh, yeah, we bought Pfizer here at 36.55. Nice false breakout to the downside, rejection of the -1 ATR channel, bounce at the 200-day moving average. The last few days have been great, and then big down day today. But again, this is a perfect example of everyone of why I like to take profits. You know, I hit a profit target here. I hit 3 here. I hit 1 yesterday. So, that takes 40% of the trade that I locked in at profitable levels. So it helps mitigate this loss. Am I going to keep this? Yeah, I probably am. My end of day stop was a close below the 200. It's been strong enough to hold there. So I will be holding this. SPY. Well, I got whacked up on this one. I'll tell you what. But I'm glad I got out when I was supposed to. I buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. I bought it yesterday at 383.79 at the close. Unfortunately, had to sell it at 380.24. So not quite $4, but like $3.75. But thank goodness I got out at the open because I avoided all of this. So I will be buying this again today at the close as always. USO, I've had this trade for a while. It's a monthly trade from the monthly bars. I bought it here at 30.97. It's currently 35.49. It's up 0.14% today. I did buy it with a deep dip buy on the monthly bars, under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third, and a V1. So I've been in this for 2 months, but it is up, you know, it is up, I think 13% or so, 13.05. So pretty good, pretty good. So obviously I'm be keeping this one. All right, I did have one trade today on VIX. I remember I was chatting with Kamal when I took it. Look at this perfect trade. I mean, perfect setup. We came down, made a lower high. We then washed out the low. We have sideways motion. We had a nice V2. See the V2? Day 1, 2, 3. 2 washes out day 1. I bought it intra-bar at 18.43. We also had a 520 cross under, cross over, which is kind of a cherry on top. So I bought it at 18.43. Next bar got out here at 18.58. Then we had another big move up here. I got out at, I got out at 18.65. Then we had another big move up here, rejected this previous high, rejected the negative 1 ATR channel. I got out at 18.68. And then I got out at 18.58 with the close below the previous day's low. Yes. So in at 1843, out at 1858, out at 1865, out at 1868, which doesn't seem like a ton, but on a stock like VIX, it is a ton because you buy a lot of shares because it's a small share price. Now, finally, for Pat and Gary, VIX has blown up. They bought it here at 1667. They sold, I think, half here, maybe half here. Yesterday we went down and then out of nowhere, bam, like a rocket ship. I think Pat still has half. Gary has 1/4 left. It's up 20% today. So congratulations to Pat and to Gary. Jackson said, I had these three stock short squeezed, one bottom yesterday, but the position was so small, not even worth mentioning, but just did to avoid FOMO, less than 0.5% risk. Oh, good for you. Pat says, that's a great one, Frank. It is for sure. Gary says, I exited PFE for a small profit. Update end of day. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, let's get over, take a look at your trades, everyone. So we have Jatin in Apple at 141.92. We have Frank in Apple at 111. It is down $1.25 today. It's holding up very strong. We do have earnings after the bell. So nice trade on that, Jatin and Frank. Shopify, Kamal bought Shopify today at the low of day at 1,081 even. It's currently 1,091. So it has come back a bit, but he is up. He is still up on this trade. So congratulations for grabbing the low of day there, Kamal. Verizon, yeah, spot Verizon at 57.33. Moved up, but then earnings disappointed and down quite a bit now after earnings. So that's a bummer there. Facebook, Johnson, Tim, Pat, and Jatin bought Facebook with this nice confluence of indicators under 30, over 30, under the negative 200, over the negative 200, under the negative 30 ATR channel, over. And what a trade this has been. Just beautiful. I think it was like 9% or something. Today it is down 3.94% though, but Johnson, Tim, Pat, and Jatin are still in the money, and Jatin sold 70% before earnings, so he missed out on a lot of this carnage, which which is good. Fiverr, Johnson sold FVRR February 19th put spreads 190, 160. So it has to stay above 190. So Johnson wants that to go up and get away from that $1, sorry, $1.90 strike price. So that one is out of the money, I'm sure, right at the moment. Solly, Ramble Ron bought Solly at $9. $9 even. It's 10.68. It's down 3.87% today, but still nicely up on the trade. Monster, Kamal did buy Monster yesterday at 88.55, and he got stopped out today. So good trade, Kamal. Just because he didn't make money, it doesn't mean it's not a good trade. It's a good trade when you have a plan and you follow your plan. So good trade, Kamal. Twitter, Yas and Johan bought Twitter at 45.90. It's 48.73. It is down 1.92% today. Looks like Yas sold a half a position. So down today, but still up on the trade. Congratulations, gentlemen. CRM, Gary, Kamal, and Frank bought CRM at 216.80. It's 224.21. It's down just under 1%, but still nicely up on the trade. HYLN, Bob bought HYLN at 15.77. It's 18.46. Down a little bit today, 5% actually, but still a big move. AMD, Yas bought AMD at 89.11. Moved up nicely. Glad he took half position off here and locked in some profits because it is down 6.24% today. Walmart. Yas bought Walmart yesterday at 147.51. It is down 2.29% today, which is a bummer. Tesla. Jatson also sold 70% before earnings. 639.90. It's 867.77. It is down 1.71% today, but obviously he's still up on the trade, and I'm glad he took some profits. FSLY, Johan and Johnson bought FSLY at 86.80. It's up today, way off of its highs, but nicely up. So congratulations, Johan and Johnson. The Qs, wow. This is a big day down. Frank bought the Qs at 284.60. It's currently 318.91. Almost down 3%, coming back in the value zone here. We got up to that 70 RSI and that third ATR channel. This is where stocks generally find issues, and it did. Teladoc, Frank, great trade on Teladoc at 182. It's 274.08. It's his largest position, down 4.24%, but nicely up on the trade. Philip Morris, Quad bought Philip Morris at 81.83. It's currently 80.05, down 2.3% today. So down on the day, down on the trade. PLTR, Karen bought PLTR at 27.39. David also bought at 24.06. David took half off. It's up 10% again today. Holy hamburgers. Nice going there, everybody. Google down 100 points. Wow. So I know that Gary sold credit spreads on Google. He has $200 protection until Friday. So that's still looking good. I'm sure he's still nicely in the money. Netflix, Jatson bought Netflix at 574. It's 531, down 5.5% today. So down on the trade, definitely down on the day. PLUG, Karen bought PLUG at 68.90. It's down 11% today, 64.84. So down on the day, down on the trade. ITB, Jatson bought ITB at 58.01. It's currently 59.66. It is down 2.64%, but he's still up on the trade, and he took half off here at higher levels, so I'm glad to see that. NIO, Gary and Frank bought NIO at 46.16. It's currently 56.93. It is down 5.6% today, and Gary also sold $57 puts expiring Friday. So this has to close above $70 for Gary to be able to make the money. Otherwise, he'll get assigned the stock. But UGL, we have Steve Burns bought UGL at 65.52. It's 63.43. It's down 1% today. Slow down a little bit on the day, down a little bit on the trade. JMIA, Karen's had a nice trade on JMIA at 45.60. It's currently 58.33, and it is up today and up on the trade. INAQ, Frank bought INAQ at 15.90. It's currently 14.65, so it is down 9.59% today, and it is down on the trade as well. Uber, Kamal bought Uber today at 49.50, but he did hit his stop loss. So congratulations, Kamal, for getting out when you were supposed to and doing what you were supposed to. And DKNG, also a day trade for Kamal, and he got stopped out with a 50-cent loss. Yeah, it's brutal out there today. It is definitely brutal. So, like I said, how you handle yourself going forward, if you've taken losses today, just let it roll off your back. Try to recenter, get focused, recenter. Don't try to get in a hurry to make it back. Just take it as a learning lesson. Be calm. Even if you just went away from the computer for a couple days, I would not be insulted, because that might be just the best thing in the world to do. Give me 1 sec, please. Oh, that's no good. I lost that. Okay, give me 1 sec. Sorry about this, everyone. Okay. All right, let's see how we are doing over here. Jackson says, now the only concern is DXY. Monthly closing is 2 days, and if DXY has to turn, this can be a selling climax in the index. I mean, the US dollar index. John says, what will your machine pull up costs? I don't know. Let's see. Yep. Hey, it looks like, holy smokes, up 560%. What is happening? What is going on? Wow. Steve says, I bought SPY 375 strike put options for 704 expiring February 5th based on the VIX crossover. Okay, so Steve is now short the market. Jatin couldn't. Okay, tell me at the end, please, Jatin. Kamal says, we have a stock like that beats GME. Yes, handily. Jatin says, I mean, these guys are trying to break the hedge funds just like how George Soros did the Bank of England. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to. I've been through this before. I have seen this before. I would still put my money on the hedge funds. But who knows? Who knows? Sorry, I'm having to manage this other account over here because things are crazy. Wow. VIX is in the 20s now, everybody. In the 20s. Holy smokes. Wow. That's pretty amazing, if I say so myself. Steve will be exiting UGL under the gold 200-day today. Okay, got it. Okay. Well, listen, this is a really good day to discuss trader psychology. As I mentioned before, there's a lot of emotions that have got stirred up today because of this sell-off, and I couldn't think of a better person right this second than Stephen Goldstein to talk about trader psychology. He is a professional trading coach. He was a professional trader for many decades. He is Stephen Goldstein at Alpha Mind 101. Great channel, everybody. He has a great podcast. He was nice enough to interview me a couple times on his podcast, but Steve's great. He has really good sayings, and I think this is perfect for today. The essential elements every trader must master to succeed at trading. You guys ready for this? That's good, right? The essential elements every trader must master to succeed in trading. All right, I want to succeed at trading. What are the elements I need to master? 1, system, method for finding value. Okay, you need a system. You need an edge. You need setups that make sense. Of course, you know me, I like to literally buy in the value zone. That's where I believe I buy my value, is at value or under value. Buying at value, I like to sell above value. Buying under value, I like to sell at value. A lot of different ways to trade out there. We all know that. You need to find one that fits your personality, but that is one of the essential elements, a system or method for finding value. Number 2, risk process for monetizing that system or method. What's that? To me, that says risk to reward, right? Trying to keep those losses small, trying to keep those weeds out of your garden, letting your winning positions grow. Those are your vegetables, those are your flowers in your garden, but you have to keep the weeds out. You get too many weeds out, it's going to ruin your garden. If you get too many losses, it's going to ruin your garden. So it all comes down to risk to reward. And then number 3, the most important, everybody, self-management to enable optimization of the other 2 elements. Your system or method for finding value means nothing if you can't follow it. Your risk process for monetizing system method means nothing if you can't manage it, right? So you need a method, you need setups, you need a method, you need good risk to rewards, and then you need to manage the first 2. You need a risk process, you need a system method, but the self-management, which is you, by the way, has to manage those 2. Just think of it as a stool, like a bar stool that has 3 legs. A bar stool has to have 3 legs. If you get rid of one of the legs, the stool falls over. Doesn't matter which one, but you need all 3, and you need all 3 to be a successful trader, everybody. It's the truth. And I think this is a great post. Please follow Stephen at Stephen Goldstein at Alpha Mind over on Twitter. Listen to his podcast. It's great. He interviews traders, all sorts of different levels of traders from all over the world. So thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that, sir. That was very helpful for me and very timely on a day like today. My goodness, this just keeps getting crazier. Okay. This is insane. This is insane. Holy camole, is this crazy? All right, so again, I am getting out of CHKP today. Luckily, hit all those profit targets, but I don't like all the selling. I am getting out of this today, locking in profits. Coca-Cola, I may have to get out of Coca-Cola if it closes under the 200. If it does, I'll have to get out. Pfizer might be under already, so I'm going to have to watch Coke and Pfizer. Those were my end of day stops right there. I need to stick to them. Wow, this is insane, everybody. Okay, that takes care of that. Whew, I'm almost mesmerized by this here. Jackson says, don't you feel this is the end of the bull run as these stocks rallying in blind euphoria? What's your opinion? Yeah, I do. I mean, things are always craziest at the end, and this is obviously euphoric craziness. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. So yeah, and I felt this way for a while about the markets and the bubble and top E and so forth. But yeah, I agree with you. Frank says the frenzy from Main Street is now infecting Wall Street. Yeah, it's just craziness. It's literally craziness. And to boot, we have a ton of earnings after the bell, which is going to make things even more crazy. Okay, where did my pen go? All right, here we go. Sorry, I'm having to note some things down here. Kind of a crazy day to be doing a podcast, huh? I can handle it though, no problem. Jatson says one closing above the VIX 45 indexes indicate carnage to the street. Well, let's see where we're at then. $31.17, up 35% on the VIX index. Wow. Unreal, everyone. Unreal. All right, I may have to be getting out of Pfizer. I thought that was going to hold, but apparently not. Maybe. We'll see. And possibly even Coke. All I can say is I'm glad I took some profits when I took them. This is a perfect example of that. What's our crazy stock? What's that one called? GME. Well, this one's kind of tame compared to the other ones now that we look at it. Lova said, could the widespread selling be indicating anything about the big earnings? You know, what I've read, Lova, I'm not sure if it's true, but it does make sense that these hedge funds have been getting so beat up on like GameStop and AMC and these other stocks that they have lost so many billions of dollars that they are having to cover their regular positions in order to pay for these losses. That's what I've read. Jackson says mostly no stimulus. So I'm sure that's part of it as well. But has anyone else read that about having to liquidate? It kind of happens when there's people get margin calls. You know, you see the market just sell off because people are getting margin calls and they're just forced selling. And I think what's happening is there's forced selling right now. Steve says the Fed kept interest rates the same as they have, nowhere lower to go, but negative. Oh yeah, we had the Fed meeting today as well. That's right. That's right. All right, we have, what's happening? Is that not working? All right. Well, let's take a look. I would recommend being more interested in your current positions, what you're going to do with them, than adding new ones today. Just my humble opinion, okay? But we will definitely go over these as well. Initially, I liked Nike because we had closed back above the 100-day moving average, very close to a 30 RSI. However, now we have lost the 100-day moving average as well. So at this point now, with this, if we close back over, I might take a shot at it. Yes, but as is right now, no. Lululemon, only down 0.5% today. Did this go under the 30 RSI? I kind of have a feeling it did. 29. It's pretty good. Under 30, over 30, under the negative third ATR channel, over the negative third ATR channel. Huge rejection of the 200-day. Let's look at the weekly. Bounce at the negative 1 ATR channel. We're kind of here in the range. And the relative strength is pretty good, maybe even a V1. It's a little bit of a stretch. I do like the increased volume back up today, so I will definitely consider that one, Lululemon today. Edit, medicine, 2.8 million shares traded. Nice little rejection pin bar at the 50. It does give a good risk to reward ratio. Let's look over at the weekly. I do like that the weekly has come way back down. Earlier got in the value zone. Scary on a day like today though, but I do like the big pullback. Are we halfway of this washout bar or the big bar up? Not quite. We'll just have to make a game time decision on that one. Domino's Pizza. I do not see anything on Domino's Pizza whatsoever. ARLO. Looks like it had a V1 earlier. Now it is untriggered, so I don't see anything there. Tattooed Chef. Return to the value zone, sideways motion. Earlier it had a V1, but this looks like this has also untriggered. Tile. Return to value, false breakout to the downside. Looks like it was a V1 earlier, but it has untriggered. Only 206,000 shares traded, so a little on the light side for me. Silver, it's hanging right here in this range. I don't see any real signal here. Rejected the 100 and rejected the 50, but I don't think that's enough for me. I think I just wait for a 520 crossover, try to get back into a trend. Snow. I wish I had MACD on this one because this could have been a double bottom with the bullish divergence, but I don't have enough data to show that. So based on what it is right now, not enough. EXP, wow. Well, this probably did go under 30. Bounced right at 30. I don't think it's enough. It's an under over the negative third ATR channel as well. I think I'm going to stay away from it. Kirkland Lake Gold, wow. Yeah, I don't see anything there. World Fuel Services Corporation, nice V1. One's not bad. I think I'm going to stay away from that one. I'm just going to be conservative today, everybody. How about that? Splunk. Kind of splunked today, didn't it? Pure Storage. Oh, this is the one I had to get out of yesterday. Another V1, but no, I wouldn't buy this now either. ROP. Earnings coming up here. Higher low V1, but nope. STRA, I don't see anything there. And AYX, oh, that one's not bad. But it's a little high for me. It is up today, which is good. Yeah, it's a higher low V1. Nice false breakout. MACD is positive. These are the kind of things you want to look for, but I don't like to buy above the 1 ATR channel. I just feel like it's extended. I just feel like it's extended there. So let's look at Lulu on the monthly. Monthly looks good. I mean, uptrend. Weekly, we've come into the value zone, which is good. Daily, is there a trade here? Maybe a half trade. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take a half trade on Lulu. I do kind of like it. I like the three screens, the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. So what's half of that? Okay. All right. So I am going to take a half a position on Lululemon today. Close would be below the 200-day moving average, but only a half position, only a half. So let me put this up here. But what I really have to concentrate on at the moment are my current positions. So I am going to get out a checkpoint. Coca-Cola, ooh, right there, isn't it? 200-day moving average is 48.26. It's 48.27. So this will be a photo finish. Pfizer is under. I think I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of Pfizer right now. Well, no, I'll wait. And see if it holds or not. Congratulations, everybody, on your VIX trade. Up a mere 25% today. Wow. And then Lululemon, I like it. I'm going to take a 1/2 position, but I have to monitor. Checkpoint, I'm going to get out. I'm just going to try to wait till the end. Coca-Cola, if it holds above 48.26, it's 48.33, so I will hold as long as it stays above 48.26. Pfizer is currently under by a penny, so I'm just going to have to sit here and wait, essentially. Jackson says, typical nature of a bull market, and that phrase, how much can it go till you go insolvent, be it a hedge fund or anyone, so many learnings from this incident. It's totally true, Jackson. You're 100% right. Steve says, VIX broke above the 70 RSI. Wow, that's big. David says, anyone looking at selling puts on anything? I think Steve is. Oh, selling puts. I am looking to sell puts, actually, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow till some of these big earnings are out of the way. If Apple takes a big fall, I'm waiting for selling puts on MasterCard after earnings come out. Those are the two that I'm looking at. Frank says, too many trades to list, but I have been chipping away at my positions to increase cash. Good. Glad to hear that, Frank. Gary says, I've done the same, except for my long-term stuff. I'm in cash. Great. Johnson said, I did not sell puts today. I sold covered calls for stocks and investment portfolio. Good. Well, your covered calls are doing well today. PSTG, strong day. PSTG. Oh, yeah, that's the one that I had to get out of yesterday. Yep, it is. And it is a V1 again, but I don't like the risk now. Halfway is kind of down here. I liked it better yesterday, although it was a losing trade. Gary says, I have exited CRM, Pfizer this morning, and VIX just now. Good. Fantastic trade on VIX, Gary. Wow. Good job, bud. Let's check Lulu intraday. All right, well, it's not the worst place to buy it. It's still in value. It's been rallying towards the end here. Morgs is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. And yes, what a good evening and what a day for sure. Pat says exited Facebook due to market conditions this morning and earnings this afternoon. Excellent, Pat. I'm glad to see that. And I believe if you exited this morning on Facebook, that was the right place to exit. Very nice, Pat. Good feel for the market there. Okay. Coca-Cola is hanging above the 200. Pfizer is still below. All right. So I guess I'm just kind of hanging here. Oh, hey, let's play the game, everybody. It's your favorite game show. Will Apple beat earnings and will it go up or down? Will Tesla beat or miss on earnings and will it go up and down? And will Facebook beat or miss earnings and will it go up or down? I wish I had that little sound thing from Jeopardy. Doo, 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 doo. Just write your answers down, or in this case, write them down in the chat. And we'll see who has the best prediction in about half an hour. Something like that. I think Apple is going to beat. I think they're going to go up. I think Tesla is going to miss. And I think they're going to go down. And I think Facebook is going to beat and go up. Apple up, Apple beat, Apple up, Facebook beat, Facebook up, Tesla miss, Tesla down. Just my guess. Gary says, nice thing about Pfizer, I'll still get the dividend. Nice. Lovett says, could this be a lot of panic? If so, would it be good to hold stocks on the borderline like Coke and Pfizer? For me, no, Lovett. You know me. I have to follow my rules, right? Otherwise, I can't live with myself. And if it closes below, I'm just out. You know, if it goes down tomorrow, you'll be so glad. If it goes up tomorrow, you won't be so glad, but at least you can be proud of yourself that you followed your rules. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not telling you what to do, but Tesla miss and up. Interesting. Beat, up, up, up. Jackson says Apple beaten up, Facebook beaten up. Gary says Apple beat up, Tesla misses up, Facebook misses down. Ooh, that one sounds like you put some thought into it. Yes, Apple, Facebook, Tesla beat, down, up, down. That one sounded a little hedgy to me. Yes. Just kidding. I feel most comfortable about Apple, although I totally could be wrong. I really can't gauge Tesla or Facebook, but Tesla's so high. I'm just going to say miss and down. Facebook beat and up. Pat says Apple beat and up, Tesla missed down, Facebook missed down. Okay. Well, somebody's going to be somewhat correct. All right. I better get to work here. I'm selling checkpoint software. Okay, that's gone. Oh, snap. I have to cancel those orders. Shoot. Way to go, Greg. Way to not pay attention there. Oh, okay, I did. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so I'm out of checkpoint. Glad for that. Really grateful for the profit target. Coca-Cola looks like it's hanging. Looks like I might be a keeper. Pfizer, currently a keeper. SPY, I'm buying that. That's going to be super scary to hold overnight. VIX. I think Gary sold VIX, right? And Lululemon. You know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let Lululemon go. I'm not even going to buy a half position. I had that little talk with myself. Do I really need it? No, I don't really need it. It's a good, it's a nice setup. However, it's a little chasey. If it came back down, tested that 200, I buy it in a click. And if I miss it, it's fine. So no trade for me today on Lulu. Like I said, Greg, do I really need it? And I decided, no, I do not really need it. See how that works? Not too hard, right? Coca-Cola looks like it's hanging. Pfizer is threatening again. 36.23, it's 36.22. Oh boy. All right, well, looks like Pfizer is going to be on the chopping block. Oh, come on, stay up there, Coke. Don't make me do this. Pfizer is currently below by a penny. How close can it possibly be? And I have to do this in 2 accounts, so it may be impossible. Come on, give Daddy some breathing room here, Pfizer and Coke. Okay, it's above, it's above. Now it's below. All right, I'm just going to do my best here. All I can do. I'm going to sell it. I sold it. Whoa, that was close. Wow, that was insane. All right, I am out of Pfizer. I'm out of Checkpoint. I am down to Coca-Cola, SPY, and USO. Not too much. Not too much. Not too much left. All right, where did I get filled here? I got filled on SPY, overnight SPY, scariest overnight SPY ever. 374.41. That's not true. Back in February and March, it was way worse. All right, so overnight SPYer. 374.41. All right, so that's all for me. Out of Checkpoint, out of Pfizer. Listen, if you have any new additions or subtractions, and I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of them today, now is the time. Just go ahead, put it in the chat, and I will get them all taken care of. Real quick, just to remind everybody, I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via course. I teach a 15-hour course, 5 sessions, 3 hours each session. I teach you everything I've learned from all my experience in the last 25 years of trading, teach you everything I've learned from all my mentors and coaches as well. It's a great course. I know you're going to be a better trader if you take it. If you're interested, just send me an email. Email's in the description of this video. You can also send me a message on Twitter. And if you do, just say, Greg, I'm interested in the one-on-one course. I will reply back and say, great, let's set up a Skype call. Skype call is free. All I want to do is just talk to you a little bit, understand you and your trading, your goals, and then it's a good time for you to ask me questions about the course. And then when we're done with the call, think about it, and then if you decide it's right for you, you can just go ahead and email me and we'll get something scheduled. And by the way, I just want to be super clear with this. I am raising my prices starting February 16th. Right now they're $1,000, which is a super good deal. I promise you. I'm raising them to $1,750 February 16th, just because I have so many students. I'm running out of time, to be honest with you. So I have to increase the price to adjust for the supply and the demand. So, but obviously, you know, if you book it before February 16th, I, you know, honor the $1,000 price. All right. So there's that. And then if you like today's podcast, I would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. I really would. It helps out the channel a lot. It lets YouTube know that there's some value here. And so if, you know, if you've learned something in the past that you like or appreciate, or you learned something today and found it helpful, if you could hit the thumbs up button before we get out of here, I would really, really appreciate that. All right. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to start with Steve because Steve mentioned up here that he did something. Where did it go? All right. SPY. So I'm going to say here, I guess I'm just going to copy this. All right. Steve. It's weird to see Steve short, right? But that's a good back-tested approach. All right, I'm going to put this one down here because it's kind of long. We can't miss that, right? So Steve bought SPY 375 strike prices for $700 a contract expiring January 5th on the VIX 1030 crossover. Okay. And Steve also got out of charts. If you do this to me right now, we are going to have a serious problem. I swear, do not do this to me. Okay, so we're getting out of Steve. We're getting Steve out of his UGL trade. So that's gone. Good trade, Steve. Oh, Jatin exited Netflix. Okay. Gary okay, what is this? Oh, AMC. Oh, he's in the bigs now. That's insane. I'm not laughing at you, Gary. I'm just laughing at that chart. You $9 strike? Oh, a put back to $9. Wow, you really think it's going to go down? Okay, have fun with that one. Jackson said, OMG, Facebook, they already know the earnings, the way they are pumping it. Is Facebook up? No. Oh, you were talking about running, coming into it, I imagine. Frank is out of Pfizer. Good trade. Okay. Gary. Bought SPY puts. Okay. Same as Steve. Exactly the same. Jatson is out of Netflix. I think I already did that one. Yep. Yas is out of AMD. There's AMC. Where's AMD? AMD is right here. Okay, good trade, Yas. Out of Pfizer. Pfizer closed over the 200. What happened here? Gosh, dang it. I thought it was under when I sold it. Oh, well. Out of Verizon. Okay, I'm glad to see that. I would be, Gary, or someone was asking about, no, it was David asking about puts, selling puts. I would be interested in selling puts on Verizon, honestly. Just a quick summary. I mean, if I'm looking at the chart here, I don't know, maybe down to the 200, maybe down to the 250. That might be, no. Yeah, I think $50, maybe 45 down here, the confluence on the monthly of the 100, the negative third. I would imagine if you held that for a year, you'd probably get, Gary's good at guessing these, I don't know, 3.5% is what I would guess. Still in CHKP. Okay. Bob is out of Highland. Nice trade, Bob. Okay, when we come out with earnings, I'm going to go back through the predictions and we're going to see who is the best predictor. Kamal is out of Monster. I think I already took Monster off of there. Yes. Took Uber off of there. Yes. DKNG. Did I take DKNG? I believe so. Shopify. You added Shop. Oh, I have Shop on here for you. Still in the money. Nice. Karen sold Plug this morning. Okay, nice. Johnson's out of Facebook. FSLR. Do I even have FSLR on here? FLSR. FLSR. FSLR. First Solar. Okay, I didn't have you down for that one. A lot of action on the SPY. Okay, this is going to get confusing here. Come on, Greg. Facebook bad results, falling. Sorry, not FSLR, FSLY. That's what I thought, buddy. Yeah, I don't like that bar to the upside there. I think that was a good move. Bob says FF beats EPS and beats revenue. Is that Facebook? Facebook initial pop to 280 just to hit my limit order of a tiny order I entered at the close. Now 260. Tesla falling. Jadson says all three big companies gone for a toss. More carnage awaits on NASDAQ. Kamal says Apple, Facebook, Tesla dumping after. Oh, is Apple's earnings out also? Keep me up to date, everybody. Is Apple's earnings? Frank says, I don't want to say things are scary, but with my cash, just hit a V2 with fractals and a trigger. Wow. So you have a combination and confluence on your on a cash entry, Frank? V2, fractals, and a trigger. How about a bullish engulfing bar and under 30, over 30? How about a bullish divergence? Jackson says Facebook is being dumped so bad. Tesla beat sales. EPS may not compare. Tesla, Facebook hammered brutally. Well, you know, Facebook down 7%. Tesla's down 48 cents. You know, Jeff Bezos out there going, go down, go down. He wants to be the richest guy again. Frank says, I'm joking. Nothing on Apple yet. Okay. Well, I'm sure my SPY is looking ugly. Whoa, it sure is. And Steve and Johnson and Gary looks like you're doing really well on your puts, everybody. Nice going. And I'm glad I didn't buy Lulu. I can tell you that. Lulu's down 1.5%. Good call, Greg. Good call. I imagine VIX is back up, right? Oh, snap. It certainly is. 6.42%. Say what? Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. If Apple comes out with earnings, please let me know. I'm just having to do a little math on some stuff. Jatson says, sorry, forgot to add in the rush. I'm long VIX. Oh, okay. 3430. VXX at 3430. It's at 2025, Jatson. Can you confirm on that, please? Not sure exactly what to put you down there for. Apple's down almost $3. Hey, how about we look at this for a minute? I'll just mention this before Apple's earnings. You know, I like to say this every day. I really mean it. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we might just set the world in the right direction. Martin Kornfeld. I love this. I always say it, but here we can look at it too. But try to go out and do something nice for somebody today. Also, try to go out and do something nice for a animal as well. One nice thing for a human, one nice thing for an animal would make the whole world a whole lot better place. A lot better place. Not so hard, right? One nice little thing. Chatham says the CBOE VIX. Are you talking about this index right here? You bought it at 34.30. Is this what we're talking about, Jatton? This is the VIX index. Maybe you could just give me a symbol. So the little GME stock is down after hours. Let's see what Facebook is doing. Hey, now it's back up, everybody. So, okay. $34.30. Hey, so you're in the money already, Jatin. After hours. I have the index here. That's where I put you down. That could be the only thing that it is. Trader Joe says VIX is 37.27 after hours. Wow. Good job, Jatin. Now Facebook is down again. All sorts of good stuff, fun stuff going on. Okay. Any word on anything? Trader Joe says Facebook estimated 322, actual 388. So did that do enough to bring it up? No. Down $4. Jackson says, thanks, sir, for everything. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll sleep well. No point fussing about the market. Good, buddy. Glad to hear that. Good. Glad to hear that. Have a good day, Jatin. Thanks for the kind words. Trader Joe says Tesla estimated 63 cents, actual 80. And they are down $38. What's Mr. Apple doing? Down $1.25. Apple's always late, right? Wowzers, what a day. S&P down $2.25 after hours. Coca-Cola down 25 cents. Bob says Tesla falling due to quarter profit miss. So we're just waiting for Apple. I think, which is usually at 2:30 my time. Oh yeah, this did jump up to 37.18. So good trade so far, Jatin. Just get these cleaned up over here. Jackson says the earnings pre-booking worked perfectly fine. Oh yeah, because you took 70% off. Good job, Jatin. Good to know. Glad you were rational about that and realized that you had a lot of profit built into that, and taking 70% off before earnings worked great. Very good. Congratulations. Good strategy. I'm glad you followed it. All right, Apple should be coming soon here. I don't know why it's taken so long. You're welcome, Jatin. Apple's only down 48 cents now after hours. S&P went red for the year. Interesting. VIX is up 9% after hours. Apple beat still down. Apple is still down. All right, well, I guess that is probably gonna be it, everybody. Apple is down 41 cents. Facebook is up 21 cents. And Tesla is down $32. So I think that's it. Well, listen, it's been an interesting day. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take it a little easy. Remember, if you got beat up today, do everything in your power just to be calm about it. Come back and trade normal like normal. Don't try to fight the market to try to get it back. It never works. I promise you. All right. So thank you all for coming. I really mean that. Like I said, one nice thing for a human today, one nice thing for an animal. Try to go out and do that. Try to make a habit of it. Okay. So thanks again for coming. I know this one was a little long. We were looking for the earnings to come out, but have a great rest of your day, everyone. And thanks, Frank, for such a great poem. That was super great. So on the way out, I have to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.